Hi everyone, I'm David. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer from here in Melbourne, Australia. What I wanted to talk to you today is that I'm doing an actual reception. I'm going to film the bride and groom and the wedding party actually walk in. I'm going to be using two different cameras. I'm actually going to be using the a6300 and I'm also going to be using the a7R2 with the 16 to 35. The a6300, I've got the FE 1.4 35mm on, so I will be swapping between both. And I've also got the flash on as well, so that I can actually use that if need be, because I'm not sure if they'll dim the lights. So keep watching and we'll have a look at those results now.
Okay, so I was using the a6300 and I'm using the 35 1.4 Sony lens. The shutter speed was 1/100th of a second and I'm on 2.8 ISO 100. So you can see that they just came out and I wanted to take a shot of them just sort of exiting the stairs there. So as they're walking down, I just kept shooting. I'm not showing all of these, but basically what I was using continuous autofocus and it was on wide area. So I just kept shooting as they coming up. I had on face detect, which picked them up really well. The focus actually was really amazing, so I was really happy with how it performed. We then moved over to the cake cutting. Again, I had the same settings because I was shooting manual. I didn't have to change anything. So again, this is the exact same lens again. I hadn't changed anything at all here. There was just a bit more ambient light that was on them. So again, all these images are uncorrected. They're just straight out of Lightroom. They've had no retouching or anything done yet, so they're straight out of camera. So obviously these will all be edited and everything later on. But again, I was just using face detect and it worked really well there as well. It was on continuous again. And I used eye detect to pick up their eyes. Now, when they were moving out onto the dance floor, just the exposure here obviously is a fraction light, but I'm not videoing this for the bride and groom. I'm just videoing this to show you that I could use the a6300 in a wedding situation. Again, the shutter settings were exactly the same before, so it was 100th of a second, f2.8, ISO 100, and it was the 35mm 1.4. Again, I was just basically concentrating on getting the bride and groom. Now I do walk around the room and I try to sort of angle myself so that I'm away from the videographer that was there as well, so you can sort of see that I'm capturing images away from him, so hopefully he wasn't in the shot as I was walking around. Again, I was just using face detect and it was picking them up easily and it was on continuous focus and wide area, and it picked them up beautifully, so I was really happy with how the camera functioned. You can see here I'm getting down quite low just to get a different perspective. Then we had the family shots where everyone comes onto the dance floor, so I just kept shooting there as well. Again, they're exactly the same settings as before, so I didn't have to worry about changing everything. I'm really happy with how the camera performed. This is the first time I've used the a6300 in a reception. The lighting was pretty good in there though, but I did use it later on when it was actually quite dark and it was still focusing pretty well as long as you have a fast lens on it, and it worked with the flash flawlessly. Yeah, so I'm really happy, so keep tuned for more.